this plant is very dear to me because it was actually the plant that kind of made me an herbalist on my plant path. And it was a time in my life where I felt really weak. I'd gone through a bunch of traumatic experiences and just had to this point where I was just worn down and in pain emotionally. So I was in an herbal apprenticeship, and I happened to see this plant in my herb teacher's garden. And I was like, what is that plant? It just spoke to me. And like Sage says this quite a bit, how a plant will stand up in the forest and call your name, and how it really just will speak to you in a certain way. And I had, at the time, I also had amenorrhea. So that means I'd stopped my menses and I think it was maybe at least 6 months I hadn't had a period. So I was trying all sorts of stuff. It was just, gosh, I just really wanted to get back in balance again and wanted to feel that balance and feel good again. So this plant, I started taking it. I harvested some of it and made my own tincture of it and started taking it. And really quickly, my cycles just came back, and I started to have, regular cycles again, which was huge. But then I also had this feeling that came over me when I was around this plant. And that was part of what that initial impression of the presence of this plant was, just this real, this calm, and yet also this strength at the same time. And so there's something about this plant that is just incredible in the way that it calms the heart, the way Sejo is describing, and just having this gentle kind of relaxing quality. It's not something like valerian that's going to make you super sleepy and knock you out, but it just has that, you can take a deep breath and feel centered and grounded. And like Sage was talking about, that downward action, I feel like bitters are grounding in that way, just kind of bringing everything down. It's also that downward movement, as he was just talking about, bringing fluids down. That's the part of that menagogue action, getting that bleeding to start again, is just moving everything downward.